Hello everyone, today I'm going to be remaking this current video on a toxic dev I've discussed recently once. This dev recently is still speaking about me and referring to me as a asshole, so I would like to address my history with them and why I find them as a toxic individual overall. To start off, every video needs context, and with that, I'll explain how such an issue even occurred between me and Rainbow. First off, with the release of ChatGPT, I've always had a passion for tornadoes as a whole and used the AI to make Lua scripts that would generate tornadoes automatically, and even make simulations of real-life tornado outbreaks, such as the Pillager outbreak, which I had a mod about, but has already been delisted. I usually kept these mods to myself, but once I found out how to publish the mods, I decided to post them as I wanted others to have a fun experience and I simply did not want to gatekeep. And as I did, people seemed to enjoy them at a moderate rate, and I even saw devs comment about them. One of them being Rainbow. At first, Rainbow didn't seem to care until it went to me posting multiple add-ons that consisted of more auto-spawns and simulations of outbreaks, in which he told me it was a workshop flood, and I should add convars. If you don't know what a convar is, it basically is like a console command that makes a mod customizable. Like if I were to add a convar, someone can change the numerical chance of a tornado happening. I at the time saw no issue with it, as how would something named Tornado Autospawn Kansas be confused as X-Twisters? But as things continued, some of these devs got really angry, and Rainbow got so angry that they would take things to a whole nother level. I was in the X-Twister server at that time, and when I used to be, the devs would make fun of me every time I released a new mod, but Rainbow decided to escalate things way further. It came to the point where Rainbow had threatened to DMCA me, and with that, I stopped my development of these mods. He even tried to ban me from X-Twisters 2, in which it failed miserably, but for my friend, his account couldn't use it since he banned him for no reason at all. So I had to edit the script for him, in which it was very easy and required zero effort. I would also like to note, my friend doesn't make mods, and was completely innocent, so I had no idea why Rainbow even decided to do that to him. I'll play a short clip right now of me simply deleting the ban script. I'm unbanned! Oh my god! With the arrival of X-Twisters 2, I realized they auto-spawn, and they gave me one last warning. And I was confused to how I would even get DMCA'd. If you paid attention, you could see the script named autospawn right near the script that I had deleted. Basically, they put a partially unfinished autospawn script, so it would make it seem as if I was copying them, making the DMCA successful if done. But since I didn't fall for the trick, I just gave up and deleted every autospawn mod I had and every tornado simulation. That is basically the whole situation in itself. However, you may be asking, why am I continuing this video if I made it like a year ago? Well, recently, Rainbow has not yet dropped the drama and tends to talk behind my back to others and proceeds to call me the asshole, when all I was trying to do is provide some creative mix of more tornado related content and not just leave one bland shitty autospawn. I understand now the issue with the mod flood, but the thing is, it was absolutely unnecessary for Rainbow to insult me and for some of the devs to disrespect me as I was younger at the time, and especially my friend who did nothing wrong and doesn't even make mods as said previously. Rainbow even seemingly tried to get someone to make a video on the one I made criticizing him, which is the reason why I remade this video. So whoever is trying to do such a thing, just know this is not my first rodeo of response videos. So respectfully, don't try me if you have nothing smart to say. Just to clarify, some of the devs were rude, but it was only Rainbow who went to the extent of the DMCA claim and banning my friend who was 100% innocent. I would also bring up that X-Twisters 2 had a Sharknado entity, in which the sharks were from Crisis, which is another game. And taking their model would technically make it DMCA probable if the creator of the game didn't give them permission, which I see as very hypocritical. It's pretty ironic too, since someone who doesn't even own X-Twisters 2 and who stole a mod named G Disasters Revived DMC'd Rainbow's X-Twisters 2 mod somehow, but as of now, it is back on the workshop. If I'm being real honest, Rainbow is the asshole themselves, and the fact she called me one is what I see a projection of herself. Not to mention, they have 300 hours in VR chat, and if you've seen how sensitive those people are, I don't think you'd be surprised. Rainbow actually recently cut themselves off from a Roblox tornado game referred to as RTSC, as her mental health has been waning. I think this was a good decision, as if she had some sort of meltdown, there is a chance she could have deleted all the scripts and deleted all the game's progress due to a fit of rage. But overall, Rainbow, maybe people wouldn't hate you if you wouldn't be such a asshole. I mean, I was even informed in a comment section by someone that she was being disrespectful to someone for pointing out performance issues on a mod Rainbow made herself. I'm currently too lazy to go search the comment section of that mod, but just by my experience alone with this person, I wouldn't be surprised if the case was true. In conclusion, Rainbow is honestly one of the most toxic modders I've ever met. Maybe they might improve as a person in the future, but as of now, if you're still speaking shit over something years ago, it shows a lack of maturity. To any future modders, please try not to be like this person and learn to have respect for others. With that, stay well. Also, Rainbow, if I catch you speaking shit again, I will commit /spawn EF5 on your house.